What is up, everybody? This is your boy Isnavarius, and I am here for another edition of the Premier Madden League Fantasy Football Report. And you know what's going on. We go through our pick'em results, our pick'em winner, and then we drop into the team of the week. So let's get it rolling. This is going to be based on week 13 of the Premier Madden League. As you can see, we only had a couple users this week, just myself and Fallen. Fallen came out with a win with 223 points, almost 224, and I had 175 points. So he pretty much ran away with this one. So that's another win for Fallen. And in our week 17 video, we'll probably take a look back and see exactly how many wins each user had that participated in the fantasy weekly pick'em. Let's take a look at Fallen's team here. So he pretty much rolled with the same team with a minor changes. For his quarterback, he had Josh Rosen with 4.96 points. Then he had Nyheim Hines out of Indianapolis with 52 points. Then he had Tariq Cohen from the Chicago Bears with 43.4 points. Antonio Brown out of Oakland with 38.7. Jakeem Grant with 12.4. George Kittle only had 6 points. And then Odell Beckham Jr., his flex, had 20.5 points. His kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, had 18 points, and the Chicago Bears defense had 28 points. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same squad he rolled with last week, minus the defense. I believe that's the only change. I don't think there was a quarterback change, but everybody else I know is the same between the two running backs, the two wide receivers, the tight end, and the flex option. He definitely rolled with the same guys, even the kicker. Maybe one or two changes, but that's another win for him, and he's gonna keep it rolling. And that's 2 points again that he could use on whoever he wants. Let's take a look at the team of the week. And first, we got the quarterback, which is Baker Mayfield, who had 376 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, and -1 rushing yards for a total of 32.94 points. So a good week from Baker Mayfield and the Browns user. You really don't see Baker on this list much, but he's starting to get on a roll. So we'll see if we'll see him more than once in these upcoming weeks. Let's take a look at the running back of the week. We got Nyheim Hines, who you saw on the fantasy pick'em winner team. He had 221 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 receptions, 39 yards for 52 points in total. So a huge week from him. And he seems to be coming out of the woodwork week to week, being a great pick and really racking up the points now. Wide receiver, we got Jarvis Landry with 4 receptions, 200 yards, and 4 receiving touchdowns. So a huge week from him, especially in the receiving touchdown category. And he also broke 200 yards. So great week over there in Cleveland between the quarterback and Jarvis. They were definitely feeling it, definitely grooving. And as you can see here, they both had really good games. Jarvis ended up with 48 points for this week, which gave him the wide receiver of the week honors. And we'll take a look at the tight end, and we got Dawson Knox out of Buffalo. And this is another surprise, a newcomer, I believe. I don't think he was on the list yet. He had 8 receptions, 169 yards, and 1 receiving touchdowns for 30.9 points. It looks like the Bills might have found a new weapon, somebody they could possibly use in the future. But it's nice to see a new face on the list, and great game by him this week. Let's take a look at the defense of the week. And as you saw on the pick'em winner, Fallen's team, he had the Chicago Bears defense, and they ended up being the team of the week. They got 13 points allowed for 4 points, 8 sacks for 8 points, 5 turnovers for 10 points, and then 1 defensive touchdown for 6 points, for a total of 28 points. So a decent week from a defense. I believe last week it was 29 by the Washington Redskins, so 28, so it's around the same ballpark, but the Chicago Bears defense is always up there. It might even be considered a down week for them the way they play. But that's going to do it for this episode of the Premier Madden League Fantasy Football Report. Let's see if I could get week 14 episode out to you right after I finish this.